Picture this, the clock strikes 20:59 on the 9th of March 2024, and an event of cosmic proportions unfolds. Now I know what you're thinking, how could anything of cosmic proportions involve, well, poo? But stay with me here. Imagine, if you will, an ordinary bowel movement. Nothing to write home about. But then, without warning, it explodes. Not in a messy, unpleasant way, but in a spectacular display that shatters it into precisely 74 pieces. The spectacle is as absurd as it is unexpected, a moment of sheer baffling wonderment. This isn't your everyday occurrence. This is something out of a science fiction novel, a moment that defies the very laws of physics and biology. A moment that makes you question the very fabric of reality. Then, in a twist of fate, the fragments morph into oilets, toilets made entirely of oil. Yes, you heard right. Toilets, made of oil. Welcome to the Twilight Zone, folks. Barely coping with the shock, spectators witness a head emerging from the oily toilets. A spectacle like no other unfolds as this disembodied head, seemingly composed of the same slick substance, appears to hover in the air. The hushed silence is broken when the head begins to sing. The tune? An uncanny melody of skibbity-dop-dop-dop, yes yes. Its surreal serenade seems to resonate from every direction, echoing in the minds of the onlookers. The song, strange yet oddly mesmerizing, creates an atmosphere that straddles the line between reality and the fantastical. It's a moment of pure, unfiltered absurdity, the likes of which have never been seen before. But as quickly as it began, it ends. The disembodied head song fades into the ether, leaving behind a peculiar silence. Then, out of nowhere, a crumb falls. A scream pierces the air, a sound so powerful it shakes the very foundations of the earth. Opening. Amidst the chaos, a pedestrian takes an unusual route, peeing in someone's ear. Now picture this. A pedestrian wandering aimlessly amongst the pandemonium veers off the beaten path. He decides to take an unconventional detour, choosing to relieve himself in the most unlikely of places. Someone's ear. Yes, you heard it right. An ear. The result, as you might imagine, is far from ordinary. The ear, an unsuspecting victim, reacts in the only way it knows how. It explodes. Not just a minor pop, mind you, but an explosion of epic proportions. This isn't your run-of-the-mill eardrum rupture, no. This is a seismic event that sends shockwaves rippling across the globe. As the ear detonates, the pedestrian's pee transforms into a geyser, jetting high into the atmosphere. It's like a fountain, but instead of water, we're dealing with pee. A lot of pee. It's a spectacle that would be amusing if it weren't so bizarrely terrifying. The pee, now airborne, begins to descend, raining down upon the earth. It's an unprecedented precipitation, a pee rain if you will. As the droplets fall, they cover everything in sight, drenching the world in a strange yellow deluge. Every inch of the earth's surface, every mountain, every valley, every city, and every town is soaked in this peculiar rainfall. The world watches in stunned silence as the pee rain continues its relentless downpour. It's a sight that's as fascinating as it is horrifying. A sight that's etched into the minds of those who witness it. A sight that will be remembered for generations to come. But then, just as the world starts to adjust to this new, pee-soaked reality, the unthinkable happens. The earth, doused in pee and trembling from the shock of the ear explosion, reaches its breaking point. There's a rumbling, a shaking, a trembling, and then, in a blinding flash, the earth explodes. With their home planet gone, humans and oilets find refuge on the moon. Imagine Earth, our home, reduced to space rubble. With no time to mourn, the survivors, both human and oilet, embark on a desperate journey to the moon. It's the dawn of a new era, an era where the moon isn't just a celestial body we admire from afar, but our new home. The lunar landscape, once barren and desolate, now teems with life. As the Earth's satellite, the moon isn't a stranger to us. But who would have thought it would one day house a mix of humans and oilets? Yes, you heard me right. Oilets. Toilets made of oil. A strange coexistence indeed. This isn't an episode of Twilight Zone, this is reality. A reality where the moon's craters are filled with human habitats and oilets. A reality where humans adapt to lower gravity and oilets. Well, they just carry on being oilets. In the midst of this extraordinary migration, a sense of unity emerges. Humans and oilets, both victims of the Earth's unfortunate demise, find solace in each other. They learn to coexist, to survive, to live again. But just when everyone thought they had a moment to breathe, the USA springs into action. In a bid to recreate the Earth's comforts, the USA clones the oilets. Picture this, a world where your daily routine includes relishing a bit of oil. It's not the crude, black substance you're thinking of, but a refined, delicious version that's been processed by these cloned oilets. As humanity adjusted to their lunar life, the USA took the lead in replicating these oil-producing toilets. With their cutting-edge technology and innovative thinking, they took the concept of an oilet and turned it into a reality. The cloned oilets were then distributed globally, ensuring everyone had access to this unique new resource. But it wasn't just about having access to oil. No, it was about the taste. People everywhere started to savor the taste of oil. It was a flavor sensation that was entirely new, entirely different. It was rich, it was smooth, and it was absolutely divine. The oilet oil became a staple in the lunar diet, a delicacy that was enjoyed by all. And as the taste of oil spread across the moon, it became clear that this was more than just a trend. This was a way of life. This was a new world order. It was a world where oilet consumption wasn't just accepted, it was expected. And there we have it, a new world order where oilet consumption is the norm.